Hi Twin Flames, this is Jennifer. I'm coming to you today with a pick a card reading. These are the decks that I will be using. And I'm going to go ahead and do a channel message as I shuffle and create the piles so you can feel what the energy's like. Sometimes I do offer energy healings if I feel a big block in the collective. I do tend to channel the masculine perspective, but you know, we're all one at the soul level, so it's not really different if you look inside yourself. I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who has purchased my Fiverr gigs lately and who's allowed me to do energy clearings, healings, space clearings, readings, and twin flame checks and spirit release therapy. It's been wonderful. It's been so amazing to connect with these energies that are coming through. I just feel a huge connection and raising in vibration of the collective, which is just making me feel so happy. What's coming through first and foremost today is like allowing ourselves the space and freedom and authority to be in a high vibration, and the choice is coming through where we can choose either to go into that low vibration or to come into the higher vibrations. So there is a real message about releasing the next level of codependency, which is a message that came through for me, I think yesterday, where someone did a reading and really explained it. And just remember, when you really remember that this is a mirror, you understand that every single thing and choice that you do is mirrored on the other side, and every single choice and thing they do is mirrored, but you're the leader, and you do constantly have to look at where your focus is, and wherever your focus is, that is where the focus of the pair, the soul, is. So just really think about where your focus is, and are you waiting to move forward with decisions in your life, because that is just, the hologram will continue to give you the same feeling that you are emitting now. It's like a holographic receiver and amplifier almost, where it's like if you continue to wait, the frequency you're emitting is waiting, and you just are continuing to wait and get more waiting. And that's the level of codependency I'm talking about. Whereas like if you feel like, oh, I cannot make this decision by myself, the frequency that you're emitting is inadequacy in yourself and the need to constantly have, somebody backing up or making someone else your authority of your life, right? I need a bigger desk here. So what's coming through is like stepping into the authority role in your life and really, understanding that you do have authority to, make these decisions for yourself. And you can become more authoritative in your life. So And also they're saying you can become more authoritative and more transparent in your intentions through security, cultivating the security that's within you. And security isn't something that comes from the external, it's always something that comes from the internal first, right? When we feel secure, we broadcast that wavelength of security, and that's met in the real world, in 3D, by material items and other frequencies that are secure. So if you are consistently feeling unauthoritative and insecure, you're going to be broadcasting from a place of instability. That message got really complex really fast, and I didn't see it going there, but I hope it makes sense to you that they are saying now it is open to you to feel more stable and secure and authoritative in your life. It's almost as if I feel like I have seen that the Empress card has been continuously coming up for me personally, and I almost feel like it's time to balance that beautiful Empress energy with some Emperor energy, and maybe even not withhold, but shift into what we're giving and who we're giving it to and why we're giving it and what we're broadcasting, and being a little bit more the word transparent keeps coming through, but also not overgiving, right? I hope that makes sense. So we're going to see what comes through in the piles. Here's pile 1, 2, and 3. Go ahead and choose. If you're called to more than one, of course, you can watch them. I want to thank you very, very much for all your comments, likes, and shares, and it means the world to me. And we'll go ahead and get started with pile 1. Hi, pile 1. So if you didn't watch the channeled intro, I can see already that this is relating to you, so you might want to go back and watch it, because there's a lot here about you not investing in yourself. It is time for you to invest more in yourself, and to, you have this beautiful king and queen. You have 2 queens and a king here, so, and 2 kings now. So, and a knight. So we are having either multiple people on this pile. I don't really feel that. I do feel like that there's a shift. That there is a shift coming here for especially the masculine, that they are changing, that they are transforming their ways. They want to tell you that, yes, they were probably the King of Wands, and they are really shifting their focus and becoming more stable and secure. This may be why this message was coming through in the beginning. And remember, this is mirrored, so you are doing this too. You really are stepping into this security here, and this is going to be talked about. This is going to be discussed, even if it is really stinging right now. Ooh, it's stinging. Ooh, it's stinging so bad. Part of you knows, part of you feels this quite intense universal message coming through, that you know this is going to shift. I get a huge feeling that you're very intuitive, and that, you know, your higher self does know that, even though part of you is sitting here waiting, that the truth is that there are romantic feelings here. I do feel like you're both wearing masks and hiding this, and part of it comes from the fact that you're not believing that you're worth investing in. There is a maturing going on in this relationship with both of you, coming into the realization that you keep yourselves locked in poverty and you do self-sabotage your efforts. So that particular self-sabotaging dynamic is, I think, something you learned from your family groups, and it's just a mechanism of running away from intimacy. And as you step into these more grounded king and queen roles, you're going to feel, and it's probably going to be the feminine first, feeling quite a need and desire to be seen finally, because there's a breaking point in this. There's a breaking point of like laying this burden down of like, I can't pretend anymore that I can't pretend to be this other person anymore. Either you see me and you love me, or you don't. But here I am. So I do get the sense that this is going to be a case of you going through some kind of level up process where you do truly uncover your own beauty and magnify it internally and externally. It's just going to be a process of you really, I know this is an engagement card, but I do feel like this is what you're going to almost go through, is like you're going to have a higher level of commitment to yourself and love yourself, and really they are going to come back around once you really like, and this is the word that they're giving me, is like fall in love with yourself. They actually are showing me this. They want you to buy yourself a ring or get a ring that you have, and they want you to like have a ceremony with yourself, and they want you to commit to yourself in a level that you've never committed before to. They're showing me like pull the thread of this self-sabotaging behavior and find your confidence, find your spark, find your love of yourself again, because you're keeping yourself trapped in this pain of this past. And it could be other relationships too, or this relationship, but this is definitely twin flame. This is definitely twin flame. That you are almost like subconsciously recreating this pain so you cannot have to be intimate with yourself or other people. And it's really becoming this huge burden where you desire to feel this closeness of your shadow side and yourself, full acceptance. And they do want you also to do some shadow work in this particular pile. And you just keep that pain like right on the surface of your heart. And you keep saying, look, see, I'm right. It's just going to get hurt again. But what you're not seeing here is that you are not changing yourself on the inside. You're meant to feel these feelings instead of just keeping them locked in the pain. You're meant to feel these feelings and be like, oh, something needs to change. Something needs to move forward. I need to mature and I need to understand my role in this. And the more you focus on your own feelings and your own choices, the more you're going to take that mask off and be like, oh, I'm lovable, and be willing to show people who you are and be willing to stand up and be like, this is me, take it or leave it, and find that confidence and that beautiful part of you that's really worth, and I say this from your perspective, worth investing in, right? Understanding that you are good, just as good as everyone else, and you're going to see through that the unity that this journey brings. So this is a huge message. I hope that makes sense. That's a very, very, very beautiful message, and I really love it. I am going to offer you an energy healing. If you like it, say yes, or if you want it, say yes. If you don't, just ignore it. But anything that's standing in the way of you courageously feeling your feelings right now, let's destroy, uncreate, and unblock that now across all time, space, and dimension. Anywhere that you're trapped in fear and not moving forward into loving yourself, let us destroy and uncreate that now across all time, space, and dimension. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is done. So go ahead and say yes if you'd like that. You will feel a shift. And if you'd like to do some more work with me, I do all kinds of energy work and twin flame and soulmate connection work, space clearing, all sorts of things. I will leave my link to my Fiverr gigs below. You can go ahead and contact me there if you would like some specific work that isn't listed, because I only have a few now. Okay. Hi, Patu. How are you? Oh, beautiful. We love to see that. All right. Our little pet Knight of Pentacles, not quite ready yet. But you don't care. You're so happy. You're not feeling constricted anymore. And we have a lot of Libra energy coming out as we're out there. I just said it and it came out. So if you get the sense that you're really wanting an offer, a really firm offer to come through, your counterpart is aware of this. If you haven't told them, then they are just sensing it. I think you have maybe told them, because you have a lot of cards of expression here, but I can't see these. You feel a little like this is a little bit unfair. And once again, as always, the piles kind of reflect the channeled message I did in the beginning, which is this is your specific situation. But a version of that channeled message, and which is about investing in yourself. And I do get the sense that even though you're happy and possibly you've done some work, that why is it so far down today? You're still like, hey, where's my offer? What are we doing? Give me. You feel the injustice of you not getting exactly what you want. But there's still healing to do. There's still healing of a home life. There's still change that has to occur, unfortunately. I do get the sense that there may be some female rivalry, some sort of cycle that happens either in your family or with their old partner or something like that, where you don't feel quite good enough, even though you've had this glow up and you're really like holding down your money, holding down your stuff, you're releasing the toxic elements in your life. You still have not completed this cycle, and this offer it's twice they're saying here. They're like, no, this is not going forward right now. I'm sorry. You are not hearing the divine. The divine is being very clear with you. You are doing the work up to a point, which has brought this in. I do feel like this pile's in communication, even if it's sporadically. I do feel like you can express yourself more perhaps than others are able to. And that is because you have done this work on yourself. You are focused on yourself, but you are, what I'm getting out of this pile is that you are still comparing yourself. Am I good enough? Am I good enough? Why aren't I getting more? Where's mine type situation? Whereas like, which is keeping this idea of separation in your mind, is keeping you from your healing. So you do have this snake spirit here, which is coming through very strongly for me. It's an extremely powerful totem and extremely powerful symbol in, you know, the spiritual world. It represents a lot of things for a lot of different people. It is the card 55. And for me, it represents healing and also transformation to the point of like shedding your entire skin and possibly going underneath the ground into the depths of the past, of the underworld, and releasing everything that is, you know, your skin is what separates you from the world. And when you release your skin, it's like that connection is completely renewed. It's almost like you're changing your entire home to a certain degree, and you're really understanding that there is something in this pile about understanding that how you look is not who you are, and you can still look like the most beautiful, put together, successful human being on this earth and feel inside like you're not getting what you deserve, and you're not getting what your fair share, and you're not getting the offers and the love that you want. So re-examine exactly what it is that you're feeling on the inside, and this any kind of level of competition that you feel about past partners or in your family, especially with the sister is indicated, or your mom or something like that. Any female influences that you have, try to understand like where that comparison is coming from and how you're always trying to like use your energy to kind of outshine them instead of really be authentic to who you are. It's a very specific message to me. It feels very specific, and I hope it resonates with you. If it does, I really would love to hear about it. I love your comments and your likes, shares, subscribes, and I really appreciate that. If you'd like to work with me further, if this does resonate with you, there is some work we could do around this. I'll leave my link to the Fiverr gigs I have below. Just go ahead and contact me, and I can create something special for you, because this is this in particular, this pile is having to do with the heart chakra. So we could do like an intense heart chakra cleansing or something like that. Anyway, I thank you very much, pile 2, and I will see you in another reading. Hi, pile 3. And here we go. Oh, okay then. So we do feel some very stuck energy here. Very stuck energy. Oops. Don't we wish those were all turned around? The good news is your energy is, the energy is there. We just need to put it into the right direction. Oh, I need one more of these cards. Why? It might be 5. Wow. 10 of Cups reversed. Okay. So just know that you are a very beautiful, beautiful spirit. I have to say that. You're in conflict with yourself. You are just a beautiful spirit that I get is wrestling with themselves a little bit right now. So much, you know, 2 major arcana and then very powerful 2 aces and the 4 of Cups. And I do get this feeling that your life fell apart a little bit, or is falling apart, and that you're at you have a tremendous amount of inner conflict and decisions to make here. I mean, first of all, this particular card is exactly what I've been talking about this whole reading. The intro message of investing in yourself, investing in your life, is right there present in the middle of the reading. And then you have this beautiful starfish energy, which is a card of tremendous manifestation, beauty, magnetism, and also like recognition from the outside. And it may even be that, you know, your counterpart has recognized you and you're the one running away right now because you just feel like you may have gone through a divorce or a breakup of a situation, and you may just be like, I can't go through that again. I can't do this again. They may be offering you their wand and cup, and you may just have not be ready for it, or vice versa. Because whenever I see the star in reverse, that's a huge energy, and we're just not tapping. We just don't feel equipped to hold it in our energy field right now. Certainly right now the divine is offering you this gift. There's generosity here, overflowing abundance, overflowing love, passion, and creativity and healing. And someone is not ready for it. I sense that it's you. I sense that you are just like, I can't right now. The situation is just not happening. And I'm not sure why you would be watching readings if that was the case, but that is what's coming through. I think that you're wondering if this is real, and it definitely is. It's intense, it's real, and it's huge. And it's worth waiting for and full of passion. Okay, so I'm going to tell you my feelings on twin flames is that it's a sacred connection, and I don't really feel like it should be talked about very much or at all. And if you do talk about it, it should be with extremely trusted people who understand exactly what it is. Because if you go to your family and friends and talk about it with them, they are going to think you're crazy and insane for a minute, probably, unless you're very supportive people around you. And you'll know that, but generally it's not a good idea anyway, because the energy should be respected and revered as sacred. And all I see right here is just a huge amount of blocked energy, where you're in a lot of conflict with yourself, or they're in a lot of conflict with themselves, and probably it's mirrored. And you're like, wait, did I do all this to get to here? Did I do all this and now I can't even accept what's happening? So I do think you're probably going to force a separation to happen, or have forced it, because, oh my God, wow. I don't know that I've ever done a reading where I've pulled 3 aces in reverse. You know, there's intense speeding up and magnetism and magic in this pile, and you're just not ready to change your life right now. So you are preparing. The time will come. You may be in shock about accepting what this actually is. You may be actually at the beginning and in shock about it. It may just be too intense, because this is such an intense energy. My whole body is just getting incredibly hot. You know, you may just be unable to accept the level of passion, and you may have never felt anything like this before, but rest assured that you drew this to you, and it is your energy that is drawing it to you. Whether you can accept it or not, it is here for you. So the advice from Spirit, let's get some advice. See, I didn't do this for the other piles, but this isn't so much, I do feel like you have invested in yourself. I do feel like you may just need to take some time apart and really work on your transformation of your intuition. You may have some intuitive people around you who can help you with developing your own skills if you aren't an intuitive already, of opening up this channel if you aren't desiring to become a healer or something like that, because you have a tremendous amount of energy wanting to come through you, and right now it's not being allowed to come through. It's not being accepted or revered the way that it should. So I hope this helps you and resonates. I really thank you. If you'd like some help with me on this situation, and this is your situation, I do SRT work, which is really clearing out like the inner and outer etheric bodies and entities and aligning the chakras and doing all of that sort of thing, where this energy will flow more easily for you and will upgrade your energetic systems so you can hold more light in you. And go ahead and like contact me on Fiverr. My gigs are below, and reach out to me and tell me what's going on, because this is intense, and I really feel for you if you're going through this. I know I have been through some things like this in my life where, you know, the dark night of the soul happens and you just don't know what's going on and you feel like you're going insane a little bit. So much love to you, Pal 3. Thank you for being here, liking, sharing, and subscribing to this reading. I really appreciate it. Bye.